Welcome back to Face the State. I'm Arianna Bennett. Thank you for joining us. When the economy puts the squeeze on people's wallets, families start looking at ways to cut back on expenses. And unfortunately, for some, that means less money to spend on adopting new pets or even caring for the ones they already have. So Jerleen Bryant, CEO of the Nevada Humane Society, is here with me to talk about that. Jerleen, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Always great to have you. So are you seeing that right now where people are struggling financially, so maybe you're not getting quite as many adoptions?
You know, people are struggling financially, and it certainly affects their ability to care for pets for some people. And so we are doing everything we can to provide some assistance. Adoptions are pretty stable, in line with last year, but then last year people were feeling the strain too.
Yeah. So then I know that you offer some help if people have a pet in their home, they love their pet, they do not want to surrender their pet. You have some resources that they can reach out to kind of on an emergency basis?
Sure, yes. Primarily our pet pantry program, where we provide food assistance to those families in our community that love their pets and are just having a difficult time being able to provide for them. And this last year we distributed 200,000 pounds of dog and cat food into our community to keep pets with the people who love them.
Wow. I imagine financially for you it makes more sense to keep pets in the homes rather than having them be surrendered to you.
Very much so. And we really honor that human-animal bond. Pets love their people, people love their pets. We certainly don't want that to be a reason that they would have to make that heartbreaking decision to give them up.
Yeah, that does happen though. I know you do take surrenders.
We do.
Are you seeing any changing trends in that?
We certainly see quite a few animals from our community that are surrendered for a variety of reasons. We're asked all the time, you know, what are those reasons? And I would say housing restrictions, certainly financial difficulty and challenges, that's certainly a reason that people would need to give up their pets. But we're happy that if they do have to give them up, that we are happy to be that safe haven for them.
Now, I checked out the recent numbers, and it looks like you're adopting out a good number, like a lot of both dogs and cats, like in the hundreds. It was kind of amazing. In 1 week, there was like more than 100 cats.
Sure.
So that's really good news. Is the rate of adoption enough to keep up with the demand for space, or what are we looking at here?
I would say it depends on the time of year. This is a little bit of a challenging time of year for us because we have many, many kittens that are coming in from the community. Certainly adoption demand is good for them. I think where we certainly see the struggles with some of our longer stay pets are maybe our older, larger breed dogs. They tend to have a longer length of stay in the shelter.
Okay, so you get in a lot of kittens, for example, but then they clear out quickly.
We do. We get in a lot of kittens that Good Samaritans find in the community, and many of them are hours old or just weeks old. We need to put them out into foster care where they can receive the care that they need until they're about 8 weeks old or about 2 pounds. Then they come back in to be spayed and neutered and then placed up for adoption. And they typically go pretty quickly, thankfully.
Now, this was interesting. You were telling me just before the taping that this is a misconception. Some people who find kittens out in the world feel like they need to pick up those kittens and get them to safety right away. That's not the guidance.
That is not what we want people to do unless they see kittens that you can tell are struggling. Maybe they don't look very healthy. Then we want them to get them and bring them into us. But oftentimes, the mama cat is just out trying to get some food. And so when you see those kittens in the community, what we ask people to do is just monitor. Monitor for a few hours, see if mom comes back. And if she does, then we want mom to take care of them instead of bringing them in.
Yeah, that makes sense because then they can grow to a size where then eventually maybe you can find them a home. Yeah. Okay, any other myth like that? That was so interesting. And I wouldn't have thought that. I think if I had found a kitten, I probably would have been like immediately like, I'm taking this kitten.
Yeah, if you could, if we had kind of that delayed video of our lobby, you would see just a constant stream of individuals from our community coming in with baskets and boxes and laundry baskets with kittens.
Oh, man.
I think I was also sharing with you that right now we have about 400 kittens out in foster care. Last week it was over 500.
Wow.
In a few days it could be that number again. So
is it kitten
it's a
season,
lot.
or is that normal?
It is kitten season right now.
Okay.
So from around, March to late fall is kitten season, and depending if we have a mild winter, then it starts earlier, and so it was a little bit early this year for us.
Oh my gosh, so you only get a couple months break from kitten
Oh yeah,
season.
it really feels like, yes, we
Oh my
reboot
goodness.
and then it's kitten season again. So.
Okay, well, speaking of people bringing stuff into your lobby is about to look pretty different.
Yes.
Tell me about this project.
It looks very different right now. We are very close to wrapping up our remodel. So studies have shown that many people choose not to come into a shelter and adopt, not because of the animal, because of how they think they're going to feel in a shelter, that they're going to feel sad. And we don't want people to feel sad when they come in and visit us. And so we did a refresh of all of our public areas. This last year we rebranded the Nevada Humane Society with, we redid our website with different, we have brand colors, and so we really wanted to just brighten and lighten and modernize our public areas, give more places for people to sit, have those discussions about adopting, and so we're very excited about it.
Okay, so you probably want everyone to come in and
Yes,
check it out once it's all ready.
them.
When will it be officially open?
Right now.
Oh, it's open
We
now.
are. We
Okay,
are. We,
okay.
our lobby, there's some fine tuning, when you remodel your house, there's some fine tuning that you need to do, but we are primarily there in our our lobby area. And then in the next week or two, we are just going to be finishing up kind of the more back of house areas like that take you to our dog adoption spaces. But
Very
right
cool.
now, the
Yeah.
public can come in and see the new and improved and refreshed Nevada Humane Society.
Now, can you go just cuddle some dogs? Like, even if you're not planning on
Yes.
adopting, can you just go
Yes.
get some cuddles?
We ask our community, please come in, say hi to us, say hi to our animals. If you have questions, ask our staff. They're so happy to assist. But yes, our dogs love the interaction from the public, and our cats do too. So
Yeah.
we are open 7 days a week, and we really welcome our community to come in.
Free endorphins.
Please.
Can't say no
Yes.
to that. All right. Very
Having-
cool. So you did that big project. I know you did some work on the play areas for the
Yes.
animals as well.
We had a very wonderful donor that wanted to support our animals by upgrading our dog play areas with new equipment and kind of fun, interactive, like agility equipment. There's even a ball pit for the dogs.
Wow.
It's really fun. And so our volunteers get to take the dogs out there, our staff. It's just a wonderful place to provide enrichment for the dogs that are waiting for their next chapter and waiting for their person to come in and adopt.
Yeah. About how long does the typical animal stay with you before getting adopted out?
Right now, our typical length of stay for dogs is hovering about 14 days.
Okay.
Some go faster, puppies go faster, smaller, fluffy dogs go faster. The larger breed or older dogs tend to stay a little bit longer. But
Wow.
yeah.
I mean, that's kind of amazing to think about. It's a 2-week stay on average. So with that kind of volume, you're getting them in and you're getting them out.
Yes, there is quite a focus because we have limited space. We have a lot of animals in our community that need a place to go, and we want to be able to provide that safe haven. So, we call it length of stay in shelters. There's quite a focus on that. But I also want to say that we have no time limits for the animals in our care. So we have dogs and cats, but the dogs tend to, again, the larger breed, bigger dogs, we have had them for months and months and months and months, waiting until
Yeah.
that one person comes in and says, you're my dog.
Yeah, one of my Humane Society alums was there for 9 months
Yes.
before I got
Yeah.
her.
Yeah.
She was the sweetest dog ever.
Yep.
So, can't go wrong with
No.
with an adopted
She was
little
waiting for you.
critter. She was. Okay, so then I know all of what you do isn't possible without donations. I think a lot of people think because you're affiliated with county animal services that you get county money, but that's not the case.
That is not the case. We share a building. We occupy about 58% of that building, but we don't receive any funding from the City of Reno, City of Sparks, no taxpayer funding. Everything that we do here in Reno is funded, about 88% of it is funded by donors in our community. The other 12% is kind of programs that generate some revenue. But we are primarily donor funded, and so it's very important for people to understand that.
Yeah. So then are you doing any big fundraising campaigns, or is it just kind of this grassroots constant donation situation?
Yeah, right now, I mean, we have a variety of events kind of, with businesses in town. We don't have a gala event planned right now, maybe next year. But there's certainly a variety of ways that our community can support us. Kennel sponsorships. On our website, we have different ways, different options for our community to support us. And sometimes many of our donors are on a monthly giving program. We really appreciate that.
Very cool. All right, well, we don't have a ton of time left, so just, quickly, we've got 4th of July coming up. This is a concern for, pets getting scared of the fireworks, running off. I know you're always very busy after that.
We are, and I think if the message we would like to get out to our community is identification. Please put identification on your pet. It's like insurance. You don't think you need it till you need it. And so if your pet isn't microchipped, please, we're happy to microchip any animal, any dog or cat. And so you can go on our website and schedule that. So that is a great way. It's a permanent identification. It is not a tracker. That's another myth. But a tag on their collar and a microchip. And if your pet goes missing, that way we can get them home to you.
Yeah.
Faster.
It's very good peace of mind, easy, free, definitely got to do it.
Yeah.
All right, Jerleen, we are out of time, but did you have a final message for the audience before we go?
Please come in and visit. Please come in and say hi to our pets. Please see our new and improved space. We are open 7 days a week, and we welcome our community to come visit us.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, that is it for this episode of Face the State. But for more information or to see past episodes, you can head to our website. It's 2news.com. Thank you so much for being with us. We'll see you next week.